Hello, this is H.G. Bailey, and welcome back to Let's Play Bravely Default! Let's pay a visit to Victor and Victoria. Hey,
Victor.
how's it going? Surprised to see me?
Silence, if you please. She would likely perish if we were to disturb her now.
Good!
It's happening again.
Huh? Oh, something different's happening in this scene now.
Again? What do you mean?
Pay no attention to that. Never mind.
Oh, I was just thinking out loud.
I would think you should know what happened to Edea in this world.
Allow me to tell you a story, if I may.
I mean, I would think if you're in the Council of Six, you would be informed of what's been going on. But, okay.
Once upon a time, in a place not of this land, there was an orphan child suffering an incurable disease. Her name was Victoria.
The very same?
Though still a child, she was abhorred by those around her due to her affliction, as the orthodoxy cast her aside.
That's... I wonder what are the circumstances behind that, more precisely.
Huh? The orthodoxy?
I mean, did they just throw her out the window, or left her on someone else's doorstep, or...
She was taken in and raised by the orthodoxy soon after her birth.
This is new.
I thought we heard part of this already before.
She simply waited upon her inevitable demise, all the while gasping in pain and despair.
That's...
Then, a chance meeting changed her life. On death's door and abandoned, she was found by the Grand Marshal, who wandered the lands after renouncing the orthodoxy himself.
So that would have been at least 15 years ago, if not more.
He took her to Juliana, nursed her to health, then brought her to this realm for treatment.
My father did this?
How can you not know, as his daughter?
I mean, he has all the airships, but
He never spoke a word of this.
I didn't think he spoke a word of anything, really.
Were it not for his lordship, her fragile life would have soon been snuffed out.
Sounds like everyone would have been better off if they just left her alone. You know, even her.
I was pulled from my studies on the Earth Crystal to treat her. With the help of my father, who studied the amplification of white magic, she survived.
Well, I think that depends on how you define survival.
But the treatment was not yet perfected, and she was left with terrible side effects. She suffers from periodic fits, which cause her body to writhe in pain.
Starting to get a little bit of Kefka vibes going on here.
Her dread of these fits eventually caused her to lose all control over her emotions.
I didn't think she really had any emotions.
But perhaps the most significant side effect was the cessation of her physical growth. Since my father and I began her treatment here, she has always had the childlike form you see.
Well, she's probably older than all of us.
If she is in such pain, how can you force her to use her powers?
What does that have to do with anything? I didn't think he was forcing her to do anything.
I do not need you to tell me that.
Well, apparently you do, because you're still practically torturing her.
After the death of my father, I took over his research and have poured my heart into healing her body.
Well, you're doing a bad job.
But I could not relieve her agony, no matter how I tried. Each time her tiny form is racked with pain, I ask myself, knowing the result, would I still have intervened as I did?
Evidently.
But ever is my answer the same. As long as I draw breath, I will see that she does too. No matter how she suffers, I'll not allow her to die.
That sounds rather selfish of you.
She is both my crime and my redemption. My ego, my joy. I dedicate my entirety to her, and know no greater pleasure.
I didn't think you knew any pleasure.
What nonsense.
Uh-oh.
I mean, really, Victor. That was so boring and really long, too.
Forgive me, Victoria. How do you fare now?
Back to my old self. But I
Nice.
don't think I could take another one of those fits.
Good.
Now, let's take care of these fools once and for all.
I can give you some more fits.
Stop it. What is the point of us fighting? The point, you ask? Because you disgust me, Edea.
What do you mean? I would think you two hadn't met in this world until 5 minutes ago.
What? That is reason enough to fight, no. I wish to see your corpses flayed before me, fools!
Well, I feel the same way about you. For boss time! Against Victor and Victoria. Now, this time around, I'm gonna go after Victor first, just because, I want to show off the different dialogue you get if you kill him before Victoria there. Even though Victoria is the greater threat, in my opinion. But, alright, so I want to try and steal something from them. They both have a piece of equipment. I've already got it, but it sells for pretty good money, so we might as well try to go for it. And you know what? I'm going to go with Asuna, just in case... what is it? Just in case Victoria has a status ailment that I'm not aware of, or forgot about, or whatever. But yeah, let's get Sword Magic Drain going there. And then they can use physical attacks against us, so let's go with Rampart on everyone. They don't use physical attacks that often, but when they do, it hurts a lot. So let's buff up our physical attack there, and then I'm going to buff up my magic defense, actually, to help against their magical damage so I can survive. Hey, alright. Well, that was quick enough. Dance. Dance to the music. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, at least we got poison already on us anyway. Thanks, I guess. But, okay. Let's see. I don't know if I'll actually be able to kill Victor in this round. He does have more HP than Victoria. I could kill Victoria in one round. I don't know about Victor. Maybe if I had everyone go all out, which I think I can afford to do, actually. So, yeah, let's give it a try. I mean, I'll need 11 hits of max damage to kill him. But I know Tiz is going to be a little below max damage, and so will Edea. I mean, they can both hit for over 9,000. I wasn't even thinking of the meme when I said that at first. But yeah, they should be able to come close to max damage. I think we can get them down there. So let's see what we can do. I don't need to do any more buffing there. Let's just go after Victor there. Now, another thing you could do, now that we have the Holy and Dark spells, you could use that sword magic against each of them, because they both have a weakness to that. But you're better off just going with Earthquake and hitting both of them at once. And, yeah, ignoring their elemental weakness. I do plan to eventually use more sword magic with Ringabel than just Drain, but soon enough, dear, soon enough.
I am sorry, Victoria.
Uh-huh.
Nonsense! Open your eyes, Victor! I will not permit you to die before me! With Victor gone, my treatment will stop.
Good.
The next fit I have will be my last.
Good!
So, with the short time I have left, I'd like nothing more than to crush you all!
Not good. But, alright. And, you know, I'm just gonna do the same thing in the next round. I could get, what is that? Rampart back up on everyone, but we're gonna finish off Victoria before she can get another turn again.
Victor, do not leave me alone.
Another thing I could have done there is I could have also used the Divine Fists against Victoria, but as you can see, even without that, I'm still hitting for max damage anyway. I wonder where the teleport stone will take me after that. I don't know. I mean, we did take the west entrance, but then the game rerouted us to the southern entrance. Yeah, so we gotta go this way. But let's see. I think, well, let's go this way now. But I was thinking I actually want to leave the place and get back to Grand Ship, as well as back to the city of Eternia. I was kind of hoping it would deposit me up here, but no. But first, we got a couple new enemies there, all of which are weak to fire. Let's see, Ice Dragon and Frosti there. So let's see, what can I do with that? Okay, let's examine the two new guys. I didn't have a chance to switch to my random battle setup, which I was about to do, but no! Okay, so let's see, with Agnès, yeah, I'm just gonna have you default there, and then, let's see, I would normally go with 2 energy blasts, or bursts there, but since I'm about to heal up anyway, I'm just gonna go with Hellfire on all of them. And then Edea, I don't know what you can do that would really be helpful. Why don't we just have you default there? I believe Ringabel should be able to kill all the enemies anyway. They do not have that much HP, fortunately. Yeah, look at that damage. But yeah, those guys, they're easy enough there. Okay, so let's get back on to Grand Ship there. And let's see. One thing I wanted to do that I forgot to do last time. Not that it's imperative that I do it now, but we might as well. There is a piece of equipment that I do want to buy at Eternia here. I could have done it before. I think I could have bought it even in Chapter 4 if I wanted to. But it's more potentially useful now. Let's see. Where is it? There it is. The Courage Rings that protect you against the Dread status. Unfortunately, there is no support ability that protects you against that. Although you could use various active abilities like, what is it? Spirit Master has some stuff that protects you against status ailments. And there's also compounding mixtures that could give you protection from dread, at least for a little while. But, well, now that we have the levels and the speed, we can afford to equip the Courage Rings, like against the dragon that does, that can inflict fear on you. Where is this place? Ah, here it is. Okay, now there is a new enemy around here that you can encounter on the beaches in Eternia, and I think this is the only one that there is. There might be another one, like way to the southwest there, or southeast there. Yeah, there's another one there. I was practicing this a little bit earlier today, and I had a really hard time finding them. I did it for like 20 minutes. I could not find the new enemy there, and you can't encounter them in the Central Command there. They're the only new enemy on the overworld in Eternia that you can't encounter in the Central Command there. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. If you know more precisely how to find that enemy, let me know. They're called a Guzzler there, and I think you can only encounter them on the beaches of Eternia there. So, but yeah, I was having a lot of hard time. Maybe I just got really unlucky, but I'm not going to find them right now. So what I want to do is I want to rearrange my party for handling random battles, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back and set and ready to go. Same setup that I've been using for random battles. There is a new genome that I can learn from the last new enemy in the Central Command there. But it hits your entire party, so I don't need to make everyone into vampires in order to learn it. So we'll just keep on going here. And I'll worry about finding a guzzler later. But yeah, even if you do run into them, they are very tough. So you want to watch out for them. Okay, there's the last new enemy there. The Ice Golem, who is... Well, I've already got his stats because I fought the mini-boss earlier, but this is just a different version of them. But this guy does have the genome that I want to learn. So let's see what we can do here. I want to try and take out the Frosti there. Let's see, I think a good... what is it? Yeah, a good Godspeed strike can get the job done there. Okay, so if I do that and then that, that'll cut the Ice Golem down to size, and then we can take him down. Ice Golem has a lot of physical defense, you might have noticed there. So you want stuff that'll bypass that. But, alright, we're still looking okay there. Let's see, let's get a good White Wind going to keep everyone alive. Oh, yeah, I forgot. He can inflict stop on you, huh? Well, I mean, I could just dispel that. Yeah, we might as well. But, yeah. I would imagine that would make it more difficult for me to learn Genomes if he uses that for the new, what is that? Before using the new genome there. But otherwise, let's keep going. Uh-oh. Okay, well, at least now he can default there after going into negative BP like that. Ow. Yeah, I can't just use a White Wind now to solve the problem there. Okay, we'll go double White Wind then. Come on, just use the genome! Come on. There it is! Haha! Gotcha! Blizzard Fist! Or Blast. Okay, so now we've got maximum BP. We can take him down. Another thing you could do is you could use Fireball, since he's weak to fire, and it would also ignore its physical defense. And you could also have Edea use Pressure Point. That's part of how I've been developing my party. One thing I wanted to do was to give everyone some sort of means of bypassing physical and or magical defense there. So everyone's got a little bit of something there. But, okay, we're looking pretty good there. Just a little more. Okay, I think we're good now. And, yeah, I'm just going to leave the party the way I have it. Yeah, with Ringabel, I've just got him on Holy Arts because I don't need Chivalry anymore. We got Energy Blast to deal with large groups of enemies. Although the enemies around here don't really show up in very large groups. So that's not really going to be a problem. I wonder what happened to all the soldiers around here anyway. Like, everywhere in the world, we haven't seen them, except like when we were fighting Praline, I think. But, yeah, like all... Yeah, they're all gone. I don't know what happened. But, alright, we mastered White Mage for Agnès there. So, yeah, that's pretty much all that I really care about. I mean, I could go make her into a Time Mage to learn that stuff, although I almost never use Time Mage, really. But, you know what? I think I'm going to go with Arcanist and give her black and white magic to work around that. Let's see. No, you know what? Let's go with Time Mage. Or, well, how much Now, let's finish off Arcanist first. We're closer to finishing that off. Not to mention it has Arcanist has a really high... what is it? What's that stat called? Well, intellect or intelligence, whatever it is. And, yeah, you got a really high stat modifier on that. So that's pretty nice. Although I don't know how much Pierce magic defense is really going to help her that much anymore, but I'll keep it on her anyway. Yep, there's a blue chest. By the way, I would highly recommend having Tiz stealing from all the enemies around here. You can get X potions, turbo ethers, lots of really good stuff. No equipment, unfortunately, but you take what you can get. How's our MP looking? Not very good. Why don't we just, go to Edea's room. Might as well get all the MP back that I spent fighting that ice golem there. Holy cow. Maybe I should have used Curse on him. Yeah, that could have been a good idea while I was waiting for him to use the genome there, but I didn't think about it at the time. We've almost got all the genomes. I mean, except for the ones that you can only learn from Nemesis, but those don't really count. Maybe I'll take a look at them later, but not right now. I've never actually learned them, I'll be honest with you. It's funny how the enemies here are actually easier than the first time we came here. I suppose mostly because there's no more enemies around here that can get initiative on you with their attacks. Holy cow! And we're a lot more powerful than before. By the way, there's nothing in the prison below. At least I don't think there is. I wonder where Lord DeRosso is, anyway. I mean, I guess he's holed up in this castle or something, but I don't know. I would have thought he might have tried to pay Braev a visit here in this world, too, but... Okay, so let's see what we got here. Let's see... Okay, yeah, just heal up Tiz. Yeah, he actually died in one of the battles because I got ambushed by the enemies. You'd think I'd be over-leveled enough to not have that happen, but no! But alright, we've actually made it to the top. So let's see who awaits us in the chambers of the Council of Six. Okay, let's go.
Father.
You don't seem very happy to see us.
So you have come then. This is the Wind Vestal, I take it? Younger than I expected.
How does everyone know that?
I am indeed Agnès Oblige, the Wind Vestal.
You seem to be a lot more relaxed than the last time we saw you.
I did not expect to face you again like this.
Again, you say?
We tried to kill you before, but no!
It does not matter.
Yeah, pay no attention to that.
I do not intend to go against all the ideals you hold.
I didn't think he had any ideals.
But your hatred of the Crystal Orthodoxy and oppression of Crystallists, I cannot forgive. Why do you use force against them? Was discussion not an option?
I wonder, this kind of reminds me of the discussion with Yuliana, how it kind of seems to assume that we haven't done Vampire Castle yet, because we've clearly heard the Orthodoxy, at least in Eternia, doing some really, really bad stuff.
Do your ideals include spreading the flames of war, causing many innocent people to suffer?
Yes.
You did what you did to save Mother, right?
Well, I don't think most of that had anything to do with it.
Enough, Edea! You clearly do not understand my motives.
Well, no one's bothered. I didn't think you had any motives.
I don't?
I lost faith in the Orthodoxy 20 years ago. The same year that the Great Plague swept through all of Luxembourg.
Yeah, I was going to say we were kind of there, but no, we weren't. But we did hear about it.
The plague made its fury felt even here in Eternia. And many people died
Well, yeah, it's a plague.
But there was a way to stop it. By using the Earth Crystal to amplify the effects of white magic, the plague could have been eliminated.
Well, one, I don't think we know that for certain. And two, I don't think it's a good idea to be messing with something that's the foundation of the entire world. I don't know. Call me crazy.
But my pleas to use this option fell on deaf ears time after time. Instead, the Orthodoxy sealed off the roads, letting the plague decimate village after village.
Well, yeah, it's called a quarantine.
They claim to be our savior, yet leave people to die by the thousands just to save themselves.
Well, yeah. I wouldn't trust anyone who values my prosperity above their own.
So you took action, Father?
But the corruption of the Orthodoxy is trivial compared to the great secret of the crystals.
What secret? Are you actually going to tell us something remotely important now? Find out? Yeah, let's go find out right now.
Secret?
When I left the Orthodoxy and met the sage in Ilyana, I was taught the secret of the crystals. If misused, the crystals could bring about the end of the world.
I would think that could be said about a lot of things.
What? What are you talking about? The crystals are the light of humanity delivered through the prayers of the vessels through the ages.
You are not wrong. But that is merely one facet of the crystals, Wind Vestal.
Oh, okay, so what else is there then?
I could not entrust crystals with the power to end all existence to the Orthodoxy, whose only interest is self-preservation.
Isn't that in the interest of everyone? Everyone their own self-preservation? Not the Orthodoxy?
Then, my worst fears came true. 15 years ago, the leaders of the Orthodoxy attempted the Grand Ritual for the sole purpose of enhancing their prestige.
I wonder what they were really... I mean, how does it even work? I mean, what was that supposed to do? I don't think they ever really explain what the Grand Ritual actually is.
The Grand Ritual? Surely not. The Orthodoxy would never use the power of the crystals in such a selfish manner.
Well, in Eternia, evidently they did. We found out at Vampire Castle.
Our reports suggested the Earth Crystal was extremely unstable by that point. If the Grand Ritual were conducted, Eternia could have faced destruction.
So you attacked the headquarters of the Orthodoxy and the Temple of Earth to stop this grand ritual, Father?
That sounds good to me.
However, we were too late.
Nuts.
By the time we got there, the Grand Ritual was already underway.
So, just kill them then.
Because of this, the Earth Crystal has been leaking power for the past 15 years.
Okay. Do we care about that?
So you prevented a crisis by tapping its power for the medical arts.
How did you come to that conclusion? That seems quite a leap from leaking power. I mean, that is what happened, but...
You finally understand. There may have been another way, I admit, but my feelings for my hometown and wife likely spurred me toward this solution.
Well, I don't mind you taking out the Orthodoxy and Eternia.
Wind Vestal, your awakening of the crystals may have edged us toward the harrowing.
I would think the harrowing's already going on. I mean, how much worse could it possibly get?
You have it wrong! We awaken the crystals to save the world from the harrowing!
And besides, what do you expect us to do? Nothing? Just leave the world like it is? Seriously, they never suggest an alternative to awakening the crystals.
That is merely the Orthodoxy's view. I do not know what deceit lies behind it.
I would think Ilyana would have told you about that.
I cannot allow those who act without proper understanding to tamper with the crystals.
Well, you could help enlighten us.
I won't waste my breath discussing it further.
Or we could not discuss it any further. But can we defeat Bravely the Templar? More powerful than ever? Find out next time on Let's Play Bravely Default! This is H.G. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day!